Senator John Cornyn, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Good to be with you.
So you just held a roundtable here in Dallas talking about how to protect judges and court officials and prosecutors. Why is this bill that you passed in the Senate so crucial that it passed the House as well?
Well, tragically, as we've heard here, this is not a new phenomenon, but that is violence directed at judges, prosecutors, and courthouse personnel. But it is still a current problem with Justice Kavanaugh, for example, on the Supreme Court of the United States 2 years ago. Thanks to the good work of law enforcement, a person who was determined to assassinate him was stopped and arrested. But this goes way back to the 70s when a federal judge was assassinated by a hitman. Actually, it was Woody Harrelson's father who killed John H. Wood at the request of a drug dealer who was being prosecuted in Judge Wood's court. But Jack, this isn't just about judges and prosecutors. This is also about the people who go to courthouses on a daily basis to file paperwork, get a marriage license, file something with the county clerk, or serve as jurors. Courthouses are public places that are supposed to be safe places, but unfortunately now they've become a target for some deranged people.
I wanted to ask you about the ATF's recent decision to change the rule as far as who qualifies as a gun dealer.
Right.
And they say they changed the rule based on a law that you helped pass. What do you think of this?
Well, they rewrote the law that I negotiated.
So you disagree with it?
Oh, I do, yes. And unfortunately, that's what happens these days when you act in good faith to work with on a bipartisan basis. Then to have agencies like the department, like the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms basically rewrite it, I think discourages that sort of cooperation. But here's the issue. The law has always been the case that if you were a gun dealer, that you had to have a license to do that from the federal government, a federal firearms licensee. All FFLs do background checks. And so the goal was to make sure that people who are actually doing manufacturing firearms or selling firearms for a business would become licensees and do background checks. But they went further and tried to restrict informal sales between friends, family, and neighbors, and that was never the intent of the law we negotiated.
How confident are you about Senator Cruz's Senate race and also some of these other Senate races, and whether the Republicans are going to be able to retake the Senate next year?
Well, I'm optimistic that the Republicans will take the majority in the Senate in November, and starting with Senator Cruz's race here in Texas. The latest poll I've seen shows him up by 11, but I know that Senator Cruz is not taking any of this for granted. He had a very close race in 2018, and obviously I think learned a lot from that in terms of being prepared for what is coming at him in this race. But all these are national races. But I like our chances in places like West Virginia, Montana, and Ohio. But there's a broad map, a lot of opportunities in Maryland, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Arizona, just to name a few. So I think there's a very good chance that my party will have the majority in the Senate come November.
You are running for Senate leadership. You know the other people obviously very well who are running. And so I'm wondering, why do you think you have an edge, and what do you think the key to your victory would be?
Well, I've been in the Senate a long time now, and I've seen the Senate work well, and I've seen the Senate broken, and I believe that it's currently broken. So I'd like to take the benefit of that experience and try to help President Trump, should he be elected, and right now I think he's got the best chance of being elected, pursue his agenda. And I can do that by setting the agenda, working with the administration. One of the things the Biden administration wants is for the tax provisions that we passed in 2017 to expire in 2025. That will result in a $3 trillion tax increase, a tax increase for 62% of taxpayers. We've got to fix that, and I believe that I would be in a position to make sure that we get that done. But the people that are also running are friends of mine. I work with them on a daily basis. This is not personal, But I do think after all the time I've been in the Senate, I've learned how it works and how to make it work for the people of Texas and the people of the United States.
Senator John Cornyn, thank you so much.
Thanks, Jack.
We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Good to
Good
see
to see
you.
you.
Yeah, good to see you.